Would like to just jump into that interview and start with some of the opportunities that you see, particularly in your state, in Nigeria, in River State, particularly in Nigeria, that you think would be capitalized on.
Well, to start with, I'd like to say that it's a delight for us to have the opportunity of hosting the Commission for African Ministers under the auspices of the United Nations World Tourism Organization. For us in Nigeria, the theme of this conference, Responsible Tourism, Opportunities for Women and Youth, is extremely apt in view of the fact that for Nigeria, the women and youth form about 67% of the population. Historically, Nigerian women have always been at the heart of entrepreneurial endeavors from time immemorial. And our youth are growing into a reasonable population of very adventurous, very creative, very talented youngsters who are inquisitive, who are dynamic and desirous of actualizing their creativity and finding new opportunities for self-actualization.
Minister,
so the theme of this conference...
Minister, I wanted to ask you about the sustainability of
very important to us.
I wanted to ask you about the sustainability of these jobs, because as you're saying, 67%, about 70% of women and youth making up the tourism industry. So just speak to us about the sustainability of these jobs. Can young people, can women make a long-term career in the hospitality industry, in the hospitality and in tourism as a whole?
Well, to start with, when you're talking about the issues of sustainability, for us in the tourism sector, over the last couple of years, our cultural industries have been propelled by women. Women are at the heart of the rural communities where a lot of our cultural products come out from. Our youth have, over the last couple of decades, been the actual propellers of our film industry, of our music and fashion industry. And these has been with little or no support from government. And so there is actually no threat to sustainability, because already prior to now, they have always found opportunities for realizing their creative vision. And so what government needs to do is to borrow from the strategies that evolved from this conference to find opportunities of hand-holding and to develop, modern business perspectives which will aid our women and youth in ensuring that they deploy best practices and are able to compete globally.
How much of that would you like to see? I mean, young people, I would imagine that's both men and women, and they'd have to, just grow themselves in the industry. But let's talk a little bit about women, even the more mature women. How many opportunities or how much policy would you like to see of seeing women in leadership and in ownership positions in this industry?
Well, I want to draw from the transformation agenda of our president, who has actually in the last couple of years ensured that in conformity with affirmative action, 35% and beyond of opportunities of leadership in politics has been dedicated to women. For the first time, we have 13 women occupying ministerial positions in Nigeria. Women are captains of industry. Apart from the fact that the economy is led by a woman minister, the Bank of Industry is led by a woman, and the Security and Exchange Commission in Nigeria is led by a woman. And so they understand the issues of women and are therefore doing the necessary hand-holding that will lead to the actualization of opportunities for women, especially in creative industries and tourism.
Minister, thank you so much for joining us.